Hello, welcome back to the Road to Episode 7, my ongoing series where I chart the road to the release of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, on December 16, 17, 18, 2015, only a few weeks away, depending on where you are in the world as well. Yeah, let's get that bit in. And yeah, I'm going to talk about Carrie Fisher and General Leia and the first word of the movie. Carrie Fisher, she spoke to Time magazine and they asked her, was it a difficult decision to come back and do this movie? She says, no, I'm a female and in Hollywood it's difficult to get work after 30, maybe it's getting to be 40 now. I long ago accepted that I am Princess Leia. I have that as a large part of the association with my identity. There wasn't a lot of hesitation. Did you miss making Star Wars movies? She said, no, that unstable I'm not. I miss being young, that was fun. They were fun to make, not to the degree I imagine people think they were, like playing on a jungle gym. They're not fun like that because there's early calls, and as you get older there's memory issues and pressure with that, but I was glad to do it. Has Leia changed over the years? Carrie Fisher says, oh my god, she's so much older. I tried to stop her, but apparently that includes death, so that didn't seem like a good solution. Along with aging comes life experience, so in every way that is consistent with even being human, Leia has changed. Did you bring aspects as an actress to this that you didn't bring when you first played her? She says, probably, but I try not to. I mean, one hopes I at least indicate that I have wisdom. Whether I'm successful with that indication or not remains to be seen, and I wear less makeup and I need it more. They say, you wear less makeup in the film? Was that the director's decision or yours? She said, no, it's me. I've seen pictures of myself with makeup on, and I look like those women who look like they wear makeup so they can look young, and I don't think that's good. They have all these products now called youth suppressant or age go away. They don't work. I didn't wear a lot of makeup to begin with, and I was always, you have to be very careful with that stuff. It really annoys me that I'm vain, but unfortunately I haven't been able to discard that tendency. I like that. I like that she decided that she was going to scale back on the makeup and not look like she was trying to appear younger. And she also did an interview with Good Housekeeping magazine where she talks a bit more about like you know, kind of body image and stuff like that, which I found the comments really interesting. She says that about how the fact that she was asked to lose weight to make The Force Awakens. She says they don't want to hire all of me, only about 3/4. She says nothing changes, it's an appearance driven thing. I'm in a business where the only thing that matters is weight and appearance. That is so messed up, they might as well say get younger, because that's how easy it is. She also says, when I do lose the weight, I don't like that it makes me feel good about myself. It's not who I am. My problem is that they talk to me like an actress, but I hear them like a writer. We treat beauty like an accomplishment, and that is insane. And I wholeheartedly agree with her. And you know, in certain ways. I mean, what she says that she hates that losing weight makes her feel good about herself. What she really means, I think, is that she shouldn't be her image and her appearance shouldn't be what makes her feel good about herself, and that's what I agree with completely. It's not the vanity aspect, it's the you know, kind of the psychological aspect, I guess, you know, and how body image really is still something that's very much a part of Hollywood and all that kind of stuff, and I don't see that going away, to be honest. You know, people want to see beautiful people on the screen, but I love how frank she is about that kind of stuff, and you know, it's just very refreshing to see. And yeah, as we know now, her name is in the film will be General Leia and not Princess Leia. And there was some kind of like dispute of whether or not her and Han Solo were still together or not. I don't know if I've even mentioned this, but a friend of mine on the live stream, Josh, was saying that I think it was him, maybe it was someone else. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but someone was saying to me either way. I'm pretty sure it was Josh. It would make sense if Han and Leia weren't together in The Force Awakens, because these situations that went down in the original trilogy, they're kind of so heightened and stuff and mental that you would probably be drawn to people automatically, and that Han and Leia's personalities were quite different. But I think that Han and Leia were kind of made for each other, because you just look at how you know, Leia growing up, you know, as this kind of royal figure, a princess, an ambassador and all that kind of stuff, and a diplomat and whatever. She was probably approached by guys who looked up to her as, oh, it's, you know, Princess Leia, you know, and she was probably doted over, and she's probably fawned over and stuff like that, and just wimps, just like, oh, I love you and all this kind of stuff. Here's Han Solo, who doesn't give a shit about the fact she's a princess, doesn't care, he just wants the money, and he just, you know, again, he's a scoundrel, and you know, she's like, I happen to like nice men, and all, you go back to that whole Empire thing, and their relationship is awesome, I think, and I would love to think that they still are together. And again, with him, you know, he probably has spent most of his life, Han Solo, going out with very submissive women. You know, again, he is that scoundrel. He is that kind of character, and Leia is someone who doesn't take his shit either. They don't take each other's shit, basically, and that's why they love each other. And I think that it would be very nice if they were together. And again, my theory is that Kylo Ren, or Kylo Solo, or Kylo Solo Skywalker is their son. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they did split up, but I think that there was something in Empire magazine which hinted that they were in a civil partnership. So that might just be conjecture on Empire's part. Moving on, Jimmy Kimmel did a big special recently with all the cast, well, not all the cast, but they had J.J. Abrams, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Adam Driver, and Carrie Fisher. Adam Driver seemed quite reserved. He didn't know what to say when Jimmy Kimmel was like, "So are we going to see without the Kylo Ren mask in the film?" And he was like, I don't know. Like, he looked at J.J. Abrams like, "What do I say?" You know. And yeah, it was a cool little kind of show, a Star Wars special. They had the Harrison Ford skit where he's shouting at Chewbacca on this roof in New York who's going to jump off the building, and just go and watch it if you haven't seen it. It's fantastic, and Harrison Ford was brilliant in it. Just a really good, fun comedy skit. Carrie Fisher was hilarious as always. I mean, she's just so funny and frank and honest and brutal. I mean, she's batshit crazy, but I love her. And J.J. Abrams also revealed what the first word of the movie, The Force Awakens, is going to be. And the first word that will be spoken in Star Wars Episode 7, Force Awakens, is... I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what the first word of the movie is, because I'm not going to spoil it for you, because it is a big spoiler. It spoils everything, and I can't believe they did it on Jimmy Kimmel. You know, the whole movie's ruined now by what J.J. Abrams said and by revealing the first word of the movie. Moving on, while we're on the topic of Carrie Fisher, if you remember this shot from the recent, I don't know what it was, TV spot, international trailer. It was from something recent, and I was talking about how it was really cool to see Han and Leia and you know, Admiral Akbar in the background there. If you see that girl on the left, she is actually Carrie Fisher's daughter. She is Billie Lourd, who is, again, Carrie Fisher's daughter, and I remember some interview that Carrie Fisher, or maybe Mark Hamill did, not long after it was announced officially that they were all going to be coming back. Mark Hamill said that he met with George Lucas. It was him, Carrie Fisher, and George Lucas was like, "We're going to do, you know, another trilogy." And the first thing Carrie said was, "Can Billy be in it? You know, can my daughter get a part?" So it seems like Carrie Fisher has been very adamant to get her daughter involved in the film, and I love that. I love that. And we've now seen a closer look at her character in the film. If you see on screen, she seems to be some sort of communications person in the base, part of the First Order, and I really like that. She's probably not even going to have any lines, but how cool is that Carrie Fisher's daughter gets to be in a Star Wars movie? I think that's pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, just a cool little... I like that. I really do like that. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. And okay, you want to know what the first word is, right? You want to know what the first word of The Force Awakens is? Okay, I'll tell you if you haven't heard already. But it spoils everything. It spoils everything. Just turn the video off if you don't want to be spoiled. This will ruin the entire plot, the entire movie. You'll come crumbling down with this one word that opens The Force Awakens. Are you ready for this? The first word of The Force Awakens is this. I'll see you in the next one.
I don't know, 5 seconds.